Hey y'all, welcome back to Neon's Movie Reviews. I'm Neon, this is my review channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 2000's Gone in 60 Seconds. But before I dive into that, I just want to say if you enjoy my content, please give this video a like. It really helps out the channel. And we are a couple weeks into the Summer of Nic Cage. Well, more than a couple weeks now. But almost done with the Summer of Nic Cage too. So, but still got another week and a half of this to go, so still got a bit. Yeah, if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe for more, and hit the bell in the corner if you want to get a notification. But Gone in 60 Seconds. This is a bit of a weird film. I've only seen this film twice, so this is the second time. I don't have a lot of love for this film. First time I saw it, really did not care for it. I really did not remember much at all about it. And this time it was definitely better than my lack of memory of it, but still have a lot of issues, but kind of enjoyed it. So this is definitely part of that 2000s heist remake era, because we had Ocean's 11 and Italian Job, and I think there was a few others. But Ocean's 11, definitely the best of them all. It's probably going to be the second. And, yeah. It's definitely not bad. It's just not the best. But, great fucking cast. You've got, Nick Cage, obviously. You've got Giovanni Ribisi. You've got, Robert Duvall, Angelina Jolie. And then just all the side characters that you've got, like fucking Christopher Eccleston, blanking on his name there for a moment, and Timothy Olyphant. What the fuck did I just say there? Olyphant and Delroy, Lindo, but bunch of others. But really fun movie. Basic setup is Giovanni Ribisi and Nick Cage are brothers. Nick Cage was a big-time car heister and basically gave up the life so that his brother wouldn't go down the same path. And now his brother did go down the path anyway while he was out of town, messed things up, and now Nick Cage has got to try to save his ass. Basically, they got to steal 50 cars in one night, get them all over to this storage containers, and they've got just until this short amount of time to do it all, as the police are keeping an eye on them, knowing what's going on, trying to catch them in the act. And it's a really fun setup, but execution still needed some work. The film itself is fine. The heist setups, all those scenes, they're fine. The character interactions, they're fine. It's definitely a car movie. It's got a bit of, it's like, I would say Ocean's 11 meets Fast and the Furious is what you're getting. Not later Fast and the Furious, not the good shit, like the original Fast and Furious, the Point Break ripoff. And yeah, because of that, there's a lot that's good, there's a lot that's not. Unfortunately, the car chases are some of the worst fucking parts of this movie. Everything else I really enjoyed, but the car chases, it's just too much quick editing. You don't get a sense that the people are actually driving these cars and are actually in danger. It just feels like it's on a closed set, just a bunch of, all right, we got to get this angle, so come in, hit this corner. Perfect. All right, let's go for this. It just felt like a lot of that. And then you have just this absolutely ridiculous ending of the chase with this massive jump. And it feels completely fabricated. Most of the movie does. It's still got that. It is another one of those Jerry Bruckheimer ones. As you're probably gathering, I'm not the biggest Bruckheimer fan. But of them all, probably enjoyed this of all the Bruckheimer Nick Cage movies. Probably this and The First National Treasure on the top of that list. The others, not the biggest fan of. But, yeah. The director, Dominic Sena, this is one of his early films. He mostly was a music video director, and then he got his start with, I think it was California. After that, he did Gone in 60 Seconds. Then he did Swordfish. What was the other one? Oh yeah, he did Whiteout, and most recently Season of the Witch. Which? Season of the Witch is a film I'm not going to be covering in this Summer of Nic Cage, but I'm very curious to see how bad that movie is, so I will get around to it at some point. But I'm not the biggest fan of him. California is probably his best film. This is probably his second. Everything else is way down the hill. But from what I've seen, I think I like them in release order. So, like, his first movie is his best, second movie is second best, third movie is third best, fourth, which is why I'm really not too excited about Season of the Witch. Yeah. But I also looked at the writer of this, and this really explains some things to me. So I jotted some of these down. So this guy's name is Scott Rosenberg. He's done a bunch of movies, but these were the ones that stood out to me. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, Con Air, Disturbing Behavior, High Fidelity, Gone in 60 Seconds, Imposter, which I really like that movie. It's flawed, but I really enjoy that movie. Kangaroo Jack. Yeah. Then he did both of the recent Jumanjis. He did Venom, and apparently he's working on a One Punch Man script. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think that is, or the combination of those two elements, Dominic Sena and Scott Rosenberg being the sole creative voices behind this film, with all spearheaded by Bruckheimer's involvement, pretty much a recipe of disaster for me. I'm very surprised that I actually like this movie as much as I did. Very, very surprised, actually. But, yeah, I mean, overall, I'd recommend it if you haven't seen it. I've never seen the original, so I can't compare it. I will be watching the original pretty soon, though. I'm very curious. Could use a good old-fashioned car movie. Though I am going to be covering one of the best fucking car chases ever put to film for the final film of the, or as part of the final film in the of my Summer of Nic Cage. Really excited to talk about that. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's nothing great, but you're not going to be going to it for anything great. Just know that car chases are not going to be the best, but everything else in the movie is pretty decent. Overall, I'll give this a 6 out of 10. I would say this is a film that you can seek out if you want to. Just know the type of movie that you're seeking out. If you're looking for Bullet, or if you're looking for something like with real fucking car chases where you're going to be blown away by the like what you're seeing, it's not the movie for you. If you're in the mood for a decent heist movie like Ocean's 11 or Heist, or like this is that kind of movie. This is not a con movie, it's a heist movie. And it's pretty decent. It's all about the setup. Like, majority of the movie is all the setup and the planning. So they do it right. It's just the actual car chases, which is most of what this should have been, not the best. Oh yeah, Vinnie Jones is in here too. I really enjoyed his character. He was fun. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. Oh, actually, no, scratch that. I had one other thing I wanted to talk about. So, sorry, I'm just checking. Had to refresh myself with the numbers. So, this film had a production budget of $90 million. Not too bad. And it did worldwide about $230-something million. So, seems like it would make its money back. Marketing costs for this film were so fucking ridiculous and so bloated that it probably took about a $90 million loss. So, that means, yeah, that's fucking insane. I know most films you can pretty much, oh, what's the production budget? All right, double that, and that's the actual budget of the movie to account for marketing as well, which is fucking insane. Like this, and then with creative playing with the books and everything, I think it was like logged as a loss of $212 million. Gotta love Hollywood. You gotta love how that stuff works. But yeah, I just found that interesting. I thought this film did very well, and you'd look at the return on it, and you'd be like, oh yeah, box office against that, yeah, it must have done really well. No, they overspent, and they just tried to hide a lot of that money. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. Go see this movie if you haven't seen it. I had to pick it up on Amazon. It was, I think, with Prime shipping and new, it was like $5.99. Well worth the money. Well worth the money. It's not on any streaming services right now, but if you haven't seen it, I'd watch it. Yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. Got a review coming out for World Trade Center next. Definitely switching things up with that one. But and then after that, not really sure what I'm doing after that. But down to the last few of these, or at least like dozen. But see you next time, and definitely appreciate you watching. Hope you stay safe.